Okay, more sad elf trudges through fantasy countryside adventures. Let's do it. Let's do some more of the Frieren. Let's do some more of that. Hello, welcome along. If you haven't been to one of these reactions before, here is how it works. You need to have the episode yourself up on your own screen also so that you can watch along, because I'm not going to put the whole episode of anime on screen for you. What do you think I want to do? Get killed by YouTube ninja lawyers? Absolutely not. You're going to have to do it yourself. But I am going to give you a countdown. I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, go. And then you're going to play back the episode. And you can see this timer in the top left of the screen. You can see this kind of a ghost of what's happening on screen in front of you right now. And also, whenever there's dialogue, subtitles will appear in the bottom here to help you synchronize with where I am. Occasionally, I'll see something that I'm like, oh, I need to talk about this. 3, 2, 1, stop. Or pause, or whatever. I'll yap about the thing that I need to talk about, and then once I'm done with that, 3, 2, 1, go. Got it? You have to stay in sync yourself. You have to do it. I'm not going to play the audio or really any of the imagery for you. So that one's all on your own. So if you're cool with that, stick around. We're going to have some fun with Frieren. This show makes me yappy as hell, as if there's anything in the world that doesn't. But if you don't want to deal with that, that's fine. You can go watch some other reactions. That's okay by me. Anyway, let's go all the way back to 0, 0.0 nothing, absolutely nothing, and let's watch some gosh diggity darn Frieren. 3, 2, 1, go. Animating on 2s again, the motherfuckers, just because they can. The watercolors! I can't stop every single episode to talk about the fucking watercolors, but it's nice that we get to actually see some of Sane's actual backstory. I like the slow walk here, by the way. How much time they take. See, this is what I was fucking missing. This is what I was missing from his introduction episode. Not just the animation quality. Okay, 3, 2, 1, pause. I think we're just about to get out of the cold open anyway. Not just that the animation quality is like 400 billion% higher. What the fuck is this shot? Yeah, just animating on 2s as he slowly walks over to a rock and slowly sits down, and then cut to the water where we're animating the fucking weeds and the grass, and then the worm falling into the water, animating on that on 2s as well, because you're sure not. Well, fuck it, why not? Why not? We're Studio Madhouse. We can do whatever the fuck we want. And then the fucking watercolor. But more specifically, right? So the storytelling here is like, Sane's friend is out here in the light. Sane is there in the shadows, right? He's super excited and hyphy, and he wants to go get the photograph taken, and Sane is like, photo? What's that? I don't really care. I'm fishing. So what does his friend do? Well, he breaches the distance, right? Like, there's a distance between them, what they want, where they're going, who they are as people right now. He breaches the distance, and he does it slowly. Like, this is not, he doesn't just run over. This is like, it takes the time to slowly show the guy walking. And this fucking shot of the fucking arm being grabbed by the hand as well, like, again, the cloth physics pervert is on duty, as you see the way that the cloth is sort of being squeezed under the pressure of the pull. And then we get the POV shot, right? Where the guy is literally pulling Sane out of the shadows into the light. Like, this man pulled Sane out of the shadows, right? Like, whatever sort of depressive, melancholic, sad, sort of, it's too late, what's the point, what's the bother, I shouldn't try attitude that Sen has, especially knowing that his brother is like killing his career to stay in the village for him, and the guilt and all of that. This guy's pulling him out of the shadows of that, right? Pulling him into the light. And that little jump gesture as like he you can see like he's done the pull and then he's catching his weight by like doing a little hop onto one foot and another and then pulling him out. There we go. Like that's all that first episode with Satan needed. Was just this. Like it didn't even need to be this animation quality, just okay, that's why. That's why Satan cares about this man, right? Like that's why this guy going to find him is something that can actually motivate Sin to change his life. Is because that's who he was to him, right? This was the guy who pulled him into the light, right? Who dragged him out of the shadows. That's emotionally potent. Like, and that, like, I know, easy to joke about. That doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic thing, right? But, you know, it's not romantic. There. Now I have an explanation for, like, okay, this is a sort of depressive, melancholic guy who needs someone to drag his ass up, right? And set him to go. And like beat the love of life into him a little bit, right? Like, okay, now we know something about who Sen is as a person. We know why this man was like why this man mattered to him. We know why the loss of him, like this idea that he's been dead for ages, is devastating to Sen. We know these things now. Cool. Good. That gives me some of that context that I was really missing in that episode. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm sure that's fine. Oh, okay, it's campfire. I thought for a second, like, in front of the flames, is like, oh dear. It really, like, I really cannot get over how much of, if that one little scene had been in the introductory episode of Sen, how much more I would have been on board with him. Because then we make the connection, right? Like that this is much in the same way that Frieren is sort of looking for the ghost of Himmel, right? And looking to try and capture in some small way, you know, the magic and the presence of those people that she cared about. That Sen is kind of doing the same thing, right? Like that he's also sort of chasing the ghost of a relationship that he should have valued more while he had it, right? And like trying to quell those regrets for himself. Because I really don't think the Sen episode, like the internet, got that across at all. There's a harmony voice on that somewhere. I just need to figure out where it is. And then I can annoy you all by singing it. I'll have to learn the lyrics first, though. I won't stop to just talk about the watercolor background. I won't do it. Huh. Okay, we're engaging with time here, and with Frieren's distorted perspective on it. That's good. Those episodes are always. Yeah. Okay, I won't stop just to rant about that little hop. Just because it was good. Memory, yes. Oh, poor Stark. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Pause. Let me just. Okay. I cannot restrain myself. I need to. It'll just be a moment. It'll just be 2 seconds. It won't take that long. I promise. I swear. This time it won't. It won't be that long. I do like this little wobbly shot of Frieren having a little bit of trouble, and then Stark is the one who offers her a hand, and then he offers the hand, and she takes it. And you were this zoomed out? You had the opportunity to do the kill shot? Okay, fine. But what a lovely little hop. I do have a lot of fondness for, like, because most anime will do this, like this level of detail thing, right? Like when we're animating characters tiny in the background, not only is there no reason to, like, fully detail them as much as you would when they're close up, it would actually be a bad idea to do that. It is much better to simplify them as much as possible to make them more readable at a distance, right? The more detail you pile on there, the more noisy the character would look from so far away. So these stylizations are useful. But also, normally, when you have the characters that small, you normally wouldn't spend this much effort and this many frames animating such a grounded little hop where you can really see Stark. Like, you can see him, like, moving to support her weight and leading her down. Like, you wouldn't normally do that, would you? Here's another one of those. What a lovely shot of poor Stark just instantly being made the butt monkey. Again, I'm glad Stark got to have an episode, but, like, could he not? Does he just not ever get to have his dignity? Curious about this, though. Are we going to develop, like, a relationship between Stark and the old man, or is this just a joke to sort of show that this old guy is a habitual liar and someone who's, like, clearly internalized the idea that if you play fair on the battlefield, then the guy who doesn't play fair is going to be left standing when you're dead on the ground, which is a good lesson to learn, by the way. Never fight fair if you don't have to. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, Stark. Oh, fuck off. Oh no, Madhouse, fuck you. Oh my god, okay. 3, 2, 1, pause. I would like to have gone a little longer. I mean, again, yep. I'm tired of saying it. I'm sure you're tired of hearing it, but you didn't need to do that much for these shots. Like, come on. The carrots did not need to have leaves this luscious and, like, multi-layered. And, like, definitely there's some copy pasting happening here to ease this, right? 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 You copy-pasted some of these rather than hand animating each and every single one of them into fucking visually, right? No? I can't 100, they must have. Except it kind of looks like they did individually animate every fucking single one of... Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. No, you did... Oh my god, Madhouse. For this shot, for this, for that. Oh, why would you do that to me, personally? 3, 2, 1, go. Does he now? So he's protecting them, but he's also alienated from them. Oh, hey! Guess who else? Yeah, Stark is carrying him on a boulder. Oh, very good. Stark, man, you're strong, kid. Man, what a bunch of gorgeous shots. The lighting effects on the fucking shrooms? Damn. Is he gonna die in this episode? Is that what we're setting up for here? Oh, that's pretty lighting. Oh, is he now? Oh, that's an interesting style. Memory, yeah. Knock him over. Knock him over. Do it. Knock him over. Trip him. Okay. Oh, come on. He should have tripped him. He should have tripped him. Oh, that's why they animated it like that. I see. Okay, I have to look at that for a sec. 3, 2, 1, pause. I have to look at. So I was curious about that because uh this, right? The scene, the first one we get of the memory of his wife, right? This is how much he remembers her at this point, right? Like back when Himmel comes to him. And the animation style here is like very fluid, right? Like we're literally animating on ones, which is like Frieren, when it goes hard, usually animates on twos, right? So this feels much more like fluid, much more sort of almost a little bit, because it's slow motion also. I'm going to have to play it back full speed to get across what I'm trying to say, right? It almost feels a little uncanny, right? Like it almost feels a little odd that it's moving so smoothly, that it's moving so like and everything is moving that way. Like there's a slight uncanniness to it, but now I think I get the point. The point is we're going to repeat this now, and this is how much of the memory is lost now. He doesn't remember the scene of her walking up anymore. He just has this, and because we're doing this like onion skin crossfading between various frames, that's where that high frame rate comes in. It helps create this uncanny, floaty, indistinct sense of things he just can't remember anymore. Interesting. We're engaging with Frieren's age here, right? Like, who knows how the fuck long? I can't remember. There's something about how long elves live at some point, I think. Um, but like we're engaging with it, right? Like this idea that Frieren eventually someday will age out of her memories, and then what, right? Interesting. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, he's not just faking being senile, huh? Is he dead now? Or did she just decide to let him? Okay. It's just a breath of air passing like that. That's sometimes a signifier that a life has left a body. Come on, gift Stark. Ah. I was kind of hoping that he would try and trip Stark again and Stark would parry it. That would have been a cool little payoff to that, but oh well. Guess that's not what we were doing here. I bet she doesn't. What is his name? Okay. So he literally was a gorilla. This is like not knowing, like having really good friends and not knowing their screen anything but their screen names. So are they going to actually find him, or is this going to be a devastating he's dead kind of thing? Oh, lovely animation on those kids in the background. Oh, that sounds like it's about to be a character. Oh, okay. Yeah. Quest giving ass NPC old lady. That's a lady with an exclamation point like hovering over her head. Is it a mimic? Okay, no. Is that a cockatrice? Once again, just dropping some really good animation in the fucking munches. I would have liked to see Stark actually beat that monster. Ah, so not the party of Frieren then. Your friend never shut up about you. I bet. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Um, cool. When is he coming back? Then. I mean, good reason to call yourself Gorilla. Memorable. I mean, at least it isn't German. So he got it from the statue. Very good. A goatee looks good on very few people. It is genuinely touching that Gorilla is like keeping Sen in his heart like that. He's never given up on him. Again, it's that thing. He's the one who pulls Sen out into the light, right? Even when he's not there, his memory is pulling Sen out into the light, which is a way that Sen is reflecting Frieren, because the memory of Himmel is pulling her along in the same way, right? Are we splitting the party? Interesting. Okay, less pausing from me in this one, huh? Because there was less animation to freak the fuck out about. Just quite engaging storytelling, frankly. Let me just go back and find this. This specific kind of lighting is so fucking... This specific kind of lighting is so anime to me. Like, this specific kind of lit from below over watercolor. Lots of glow sources. Anime. Like, anime as fuck. More anime than anything else. This is like something about this, and I don't know, it must have been some show I must have watched when I was a kid or something where an image like this was very striking to me, and it just sort of encoded itself into somewhere in the back of my skull where I went, oh, that's a fantasy anime. This is what that looks like. Anime, this is what that looks like. This is the look of that. There's something about that style of lighting. I really wanted him to trip Himmel. Like, in the same way that he did Stark. That would have been very funny to me, but okay. I do appreciate how much in this episode the animators seem to have taken joy in rendering, you know, the wrinkliness of old skin. That's one thing I'll say about the very first episode of Frieren is the way they render Himmel as an old man is visually maybe not particularly interesting to me. Like, it doesn't really seem to engage with the concept of aging from a character design perspective. He's just short and beard. This I like a little bit more. Like, this attention being paid to, like, the skin being stretched thinner over the skull, lines and ridges. Like, and to be fair, animating old, wrinkled, aged skin is tough task. There's a reason why anime characters are usually always this smooth. It's beauty standards, yes, but it's also because that puts less stuff on the character model for the animator to worry about when they want to rotate the character. So I quite appreciate like them paying some attention to it here, both with the dwarf and with the old lady. Right, that like we're paying a bit of attention to the structure and the way that an aged person looks, the way that light plays over them, the way wrinkles sort of change the face. I appreciate that. I like that. And it is genuinely very touching that, like, I can see why that would affect Sen to learn that that man stood here 10 years after, like, well, God knows how long, right? Maybe not 10 years, but, like, long after leaving you in your village, this guy still stands here and is like, no, I'm still going to be a hero with my friend. Like, that's still going to happen. I still believe in him, even though he didn't come with me, even though we're far apart. He still has that ironclad conviction that that dream will come true, right? Which, again, like, very good. Gorilla here is the guy who pulls Sen out of the shadows, who pulls him out of the darkness, who pulls him into the light, right? By sort of relentlessly believing in him. Even though he doesn't necessarily have that much belief in himself. Which opens up the interesting question. What's he gonna do now? Are we gonna split the party? And that's a very good way to render that expression, right? Like this guy who's always kind of being a bit carefree and like sort of brushing things off with a bit of sarcasm a lot of the time. So there's this smile playing on his lips, but then also a sense of shame in the expression. That's quite good. That's quite good. That's quite good. I want to see what happens next. So I am going to go watch what happens next. And you, in the meantime, become a member of the channel for early access if you want to. It's 99 cents a month, I think, or $1, something like that. I have a Patreon if you prefer to do that. Other things, coffee, merchandise shop, things like comment, subscribe, YouTube, blah, 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 etc. Goodbye.